Well, asparagus are coming up. They come up so fast. They just broke right off. There's a couple more coming up here. So that's cool. Some asparagus. Here. Once they start, they really crank. So I'm gonna pick it this year. Let that go another day. Another one there. Alright, asparagus are starting to come up. So let's pick this one. Pick this one also. There we go. It's 3. It's a start. And garlic. It's over a foot tall now. Looks like everything I planted came up. And then some. I got some growing over here that I must have missed last year. So that's like a whole bulb. It'd be cool to see what that comes out like. And then here's another one over here. A little cluster that I must have missed. I think maybe I might put a tarp down over this to try and kill the weeds off. Poking up through the mulch. But I'm excited. I got asparagus coming up. Alright, here's another one. Enough for one meal for one person. All right, asparagus. Well, here they are. They're getting all their big feathers. Hi guys. They're nice little chickens. It's funny how they don't have they have yellow feet right now. Although it's tough to tell with this lighting. They're supposed to get blue. Look at them. They're already cockfighting. That's funny. Hi guys. I have plenty of room right now. I don't know, a couple weeks. This guy's getting around a little better. He was really struggling. Looks like he's still a little bit shaky, but he's getting better. He was in the shell a long time, a day longer than the rest of them. So these are American breast chickens. I bought another dozen, and so I've got those in the incubator because I wanted at least 20 to 25. So I've got 10 here and 12 there, so that's 22. And they're 2 different breeders, so I hope to have a nice robust flock here, having two different breeders. So that's good. All right, it's an update. All right, well, time to plant some seeds. Asparagus is growing, and I don't know, we had actually some cool weather, so I don't know if I'm late or if I'm early, but I'm gonna plant seeds and get started here. So I've got this 35 packet. It's got all kinds of different vegetables, and then I've got this herb tea and flower, edible flowers. So it's got basil, it's got catnip, caraway, lemon balm, chervil, cilantro, dandelion. Dandelion, I'm not planting those. Got enough of those. Although they're really healthy. Maybe I should plant them. Anyways, I'm going to be planting these. I don't have my tripod again, but I'll break in as I go. I'm just going to be spreading, like creating like a little trench here and planting whatever for each row. So these are just going to get them started, and then I'm going to put them in those styrofoam cups. I've got lots of cups, so plus I've got these pots also that I can use. I've got labels, so I'll label everything. Somewhere I've got my pen. Got my pen. And oh, I got a couple extra packs. I wanted some nice Romas. I didn't see good Romas on here, so there was just a couple of varieties of tomatoes here, so I bought a couple extra tomato varieties, beefsteak, and I think Romas. So, all right, coming up. So I just opened, these are the Romas, and this is how many seeds I got. Package like that. Boy, if that doesn't show us we're in a recession, I don't know what. That's not even one tomato's worth of seeds. You get a lot more seeds in one tomato than that. Boy, wow. Inflation. All right, well, I'm gonna plant these. All right, so this is what I got for the first tray, first flat. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 varieties of tomatoes in this one flat. And again, I'm gonna transplant them once they get a couple inches tall. I'm gonna put an empty tray over the top, and that'll keep the mice out because they were getting at my seeds last year. So I got Romas, I've got these Cherokee Purple, Beefsteak, Marglobe, and large red cherry tomatoes. So those are all 5 in that one tray. And then I'll just water them, and I'll put an empty tray over the top. And then I'll set them down the road here. All right. So I thought I hit play, but I didn't. I'll show you on the next bunch, but I've got eggplant, cucumber, okra, parsnips, and kohlrabi. And they're all planted in this flat. And I'll take it and I'll put a cover over it like that stack there. Take an empty one, put it on top, and then that'll hopefully get them to germinate and keep the mice out. All right, so I've got radishes, 2 varieties of radishes, and some pumpkins. I don't know, probably should be planting radishes right in the ground because they're kind of a colder weather crop. You know, I'll see how it goes. But I got extra seeds in here if I want. So I got pumpkins also in here, and I've got them. What I'm doing is I just put the seeds down in here, create a little trench, and then I just pinch it together on each side. Pinch it. And just go along. And then just pat it flat a little bit. And then just water it. I hit the rows pretty good. I want to get hooked down far enough. It's all right. fix that. Bigger seeds. Just water them really good. This is just to get them started, germinated and growing. All right, third set. So I got 2 sets here. And then I'm gonna probably do these herbs and stuff. The rest of these I'm gonna plant in the garden myself. So beans, a couple variety of beans, kale, romaine lettuce, black seeded Simpson lettuce, and then butter crunch. So that I'm gonna plant in the garden itself. I'm surprised I don't have any peppers. There are no peppers in here. And it looked like, where are my peppers? I got no pepper plants. Oh, I got a whole stack of seeds over here. Ooh, I gotta watch that. I got all kinds of seeds. All right, they were hiding on me. I got a lot of work to do. All right, there's my peppers. Got broccoli. All right, but I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more trays to go. So I got plenty of trays. All right, more coming. All right, we got broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage and cauliflower, and beets. It's amazing how those 4 different varieties, the seeds look identical. It's those, I don't know what you call them, type of vegetables, but the broccoli family, I guess. I don't know. The cabbage family, but they all look very similar. So I've got them all planted. Now I'm just gonna bring them together, cover the seeds. They're tiny, tiny seeds too. And then here's the beet seeds. Cover them up. And we'll just flatten it out. This is my homemade seed starter. I started with this really thick mulch here they showed last week, and added my own perlite and vermiculite, made it 1:1:1 ratio. All right, so let's water these up. Just soak it pretty good. Next round, we got bell pepper, turnips, zucchini, cantaloupe, and winter squash. And there they all are in their rows. So just pinch them together. The bell peppers, parsnips, zucchini, cantaloupe, and winter squash, which is butternut. Tap them all down. And we'll give them a layer of water. Soak it up good. I'm hoping with the covers on them too that they'll stay nice and moist for a while until they germinate before the mice get at them. All right, so there's 4 there. That's number 5. In here. All right, next tray. We got dill, rosemary, anise, thyme, purple basil, and Italian basil. So those are all in a row here. Let's pinch them together. Oh, and I made a mistake. I ended up putting the anise with the rosemary in the same row. That's gonna be fun. And I really like rosemary. So I'm not sure how to tell. Well, when these anise come up, maybe they'll look a little different and I'll know the difference. But I'm gonna have to remember that fact. The seeds are so tiny you can't see them. All right, so that's the next batch. So that'll go probably right here. So I got 2 more trays. What do we got for this round? We got marjoram, German chamomile tea, caraway, sage, celery, and cilantro. So they're all lined up here. Boy, the German chamomile tea seeds are extremely tiny. They're microscopic. But that's another one. Let's just bring them together. Let's hope I have a better year this year. I got to get more water, and I got 1 more tray. But I got a lot of these edible flowers in here. Obviously, poppy, calendula, curled chervil, tender, delicate herb, tiny fern-like leaves, tender stems, foot tall, grassy. Summer savory, peppery flavor, dandelion, got plenty of those, catnip, borage. It is prickly, fuzzy annual with clusters of brilliant blue, drooping, star-shaped flowers. 5 stamens form a cone. Large leaves are rough. Not sure, another edible flower. Forget-me-nots. Bergamot. Small citrus fruit that is crossed between a lemon and a bitter orange. It has a fragrant floral aroma, slightly sour, bitter taste. All right. It came with garden tools. I got a bunch more. English lavender, lemon balm, lavage, lemon mint. Mint really takes over. You got to be careful with that. Peppermint. These are probably edible flowers. Zinnias. And white yarrow. Lots of flowers. So I've got 1 more tray, so I'm gonna have to pick what I want to plant. But again, I got to get more water. I got to get watermelons in too. So I'll plant that in this tray. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 8 trays. And then I'm gonna have to separate all these and put them in cups. I got other paper cups too that I'm going to use. All right, and then I'll use the other halves of these tray stacks, and I'll use that to be able to grow out the trays. And I'll just, some of these plants, I'm just going to have maybe 3 or 4 plants, like the tomatoes. I'm not going to plant everything, just pick the best of the best. All right, planting season. Well, they're really growing. They're getting a lot of feathers and looking pretty good. Got plenty of food, water. So there's 10, still 10. And I've got another batch of eggs hatching. That little one there, and he was the last one out. He's starting to walk a little better. But they're looking good. These are American breast chickens. They're starting to get blue feet too. They're almost like a gray right now. Like that one there, his feet are getting gray. Where are you going? Uh-oh, got one out. Come here. There you go, back in. Yeah, see their blue feet? They start out yellow, but they start changing to blue. Pretty wild, because they're still pretty yellow. All right, it's an update. Meat chicken update.